Riders ready? Watch the gate.
Don't do English.
You can't actually see the logo.
Views on breakfast. Coke, muffin,
And a cup of coffee.
Mars bar. That's all I could understand.
Debatably, you could call it that. It's a Coke, where if you give back your glass bottle, you actually get a return on your investment, which is quite a good idea. Then we're going bobsleighing, let the food settle in, and then practice later on.
Let the food settle in, what was it?
That, initially. A muffin. How we get on?
Yeah, just had a muffin as well, so pretty full up now. Just going to let that go down after such a big meal. Yeah, wash it down for Sprite and we should be ready for action. It's after an event like this.
Just about to go bobsleighing, just had some athlete's breakfast. Now to get the real adrenaline pumping for the day, we're going to go bobsleighing. Not altitude on this.
Love you.
Am I gonna go? Streamline, here we go.
What the f***? That's savagely fast, isn't it?
What happened?
I was touching the way down.
Pretty exciting. I nearly died 3 or 4 times. At one point I was definitely about to fall out, but the gods are with me on the occasion, so I survived. What do you reckon, Adam?
Got my morning adrenaline, got my dose of adrenaline, good brekkie, and adrenaline is what I need in the morning to get back. I definitely did it again, it was fun.
Yeah, last night, like the boys said, we had the Cash for Tricks competition going on in the late evening. It had all floodlit and stuff, and we didn't really know exactly what was going on. Obviously, there's a language barrier between us and the Germans, and you know, I don't even know who's in charge really, so we didn't really know the format. And when it started, it was on a different jump to what we originally thought it was going to be on. And you know, the jumps are pretty small here, and I'm used to wearing bigger stuff, so it's difficult for me to ride jumps. I like a big jump. I like to have more time to do my tricks in the air. But you know, we thought, yeah, we can make do. You know, we worked our speed out, got our tricks a bit speeded up, and you know, wherever. But then when it started, then we realised the format was completely different to what we even had imagined, and we thought we were just going to throw a few of our tricks we wanted to throw. If the crowd and the judges liked it, you know, they'd give us some money. But it was different. They were naming a certain trick, and everyone does it. And whoever's trick they like the most, or the one they called out, that would get the money. And I was injured from previously in the day, and my back was a bit painful. And the jumps being so small, I was going a bit long on them, so my back was hitting on landings. I couldn't really see the competition going anywhere, so I left. I come back to the vanity pad, it was getting late. I wanted to find some food. Turns out then that they started calling you know, bigger, better tricks out, stuff that's more my style. So I missed out on a lot of dough there, a lot of money. But you know, it is what it is, and we got the slope style today. Looking forward to that. You know, it's going to be difficult for me. I'm not really into the smaller jumps, so I'm going to try and put a run together and hopefully make it onto the big course where I feel more at home. You know, more suited to my riding. So yeah, we'll see what we can do, and hopefully one of us, if not all of us, make it into the Berg line. That'd be fun.
I chose not to ride last night as I broke my foot 10 weeks ago, and this is only my second ride back. I wanted to concentrate on the slopestyle event, which is today, later on this afternoon, and try and get the golden spot into the Red Bull Berg line. So gonna go and practice now, do qualifications this afternoon, then finals for that slopestyle, and see if we can get one of the wildcards to go through.
Yeah, so yeah, just riding down to the event this morning, just riding out the hotel, like hardly hold on to the handlebars and that as well. So today just going to chill out, I think, and see how things are for later on, maybe.
Hi, my name's Grant Fielder, aka Chopper, and I'm here at Dirt Masters in Germany. I was originally going to Feast, but I thought, no, I've been to Feast before, I want to come out to Dirt Masters, obviously keep costs down with certain sponsors and things, so I thought, yeah, I'll come out to Dirt Masters and see what the score is here, because I've heard it's a real big sort of dirt jump focused slope style event, so I'm quite fit to that kind of scene, so I thought I'd have to come out here and check it out. And it's always good to hang out with a few of the other English boys, you know, Matt Jones, Pace, Williams, Chris Smith, you know, all those lot, so just been hanging around with them, it's always nice.
I got a puncher, first run of practice. We already turned up late, so we're expecting to get minimal practice in, but straight in, first run through the jumps, and I've got a puncher because the ground's it's got a lot of like sharp stone, flint in it, which isn't ideal for riding or crashing, so quite unfortunate with that, but fixing it as quickly as I can, hopefully get a couple of practice runs in before we go straight into qualifying, so might be a bit of a disadvantage, but we did get up late. Weather's improved, isn't it? It's nice. Not bad.
Zwei Quali-Läufe, der beste Werte. Standardhalb. Ja, voll, danach kommt Paul eben, Patrick,
But Chelsea, by Munich. Do you think so?
I think so. Yeah.
I think the way that Chelsea dismantled Barcelona.
Yeah, that's hard.
Was incredible. Then they are the best team in the world, known as.
It's in Germany. It's Munich. The fans are in Munich. Chelsea are away. Chelsea's away and the fans are in Munich.
Yeah, so home ground.
This is we're filming you for Extreme Sports Channel right now.
Cheers. Bayern Munich's gonna beat down Chelsea for sure.
It's hard to do stuff in this course. It's so small.
Do you know if the guys are right?
I hate it. 2 runs, 1 counts. So your best run obviously is your the score you're going to keep. So it allows you to be able to fall on 1 run. So I guess it's 2 chances. Probably going to play safe on the first run and then try harder on the second one, I think.
Ja, schön. Herzlich willkommen im Finale des IBX. Dann Lukas Knopf, Patrick Schweiger, der Qualifikation. Jonas Bernstein, der mit der großen Fülle, über den klaren Vorzug, das geht ja auch ideal. Reifen leider hinweg, etwas schief gelandet, trotzdem, er hat noch den zweiten auf, ich hoffe, er kriegt ihn noch geflickt und dann würde ich sagen, ordentlich Applaus an Danny Pace. Schöne Backflip-Abfilm, Ferro hier beim ersten Sprung, 360 Tail hinterher, das hier der erste. Kann man ein bisschen nach vorne spulen. Wenn die anderen Fahrer dann nicht mehr Dienstwald haben, dann bin ich mir sicher, könnte es hier für ihn reichen für eine Wildcard für die Red Bull Winterburg. Ich denke mal, Technik bitte hier an, aber auch der nächste Fahrer mit das Minuten noch mal ein bisschen was dagegen. Halten sein Öl, zum enormen Applaus für Felix Rosenberg.
Well, that didn't go according to plan. My tyre's blown out in these small. I hate them.
Etwas überdreht. Schade, schade, es kann nicht so sein. Trotzdem ordentlich Applaus, einfach fehlen. Heiko ist der Name und er ist der letzte Fahrer, der noch keinen einzigen Lauf runtergebracht hat. Und man sieht hier
So this is my first international slopestyle competition, and we had quite high hopes on the way here because a lot of us had done a bit of training over the winter, learnt some new tricks on bigger jumps, which is the way the sport's moving now. The jumps are getting much bigger, the tricks are getting slowed down, all the tricks are getting bigger. But this course wasn't what we were expecting, so what we'd built up for, we had to take a sort of alternative approach. There was only 2 jumps that were trickable, whereas commonly there's a lot more than that. And there was a step down, a drop, which was trickable. So we could do 3 tricks in a run basically, whereas usually a lot more would go down, which is easier because there's more variety there, there's more to choose from. So I went into qualifying and crashed on both runs, unfortunately, which was a shame. So I couldn't go through to the finals, so I was there watching Danny, who qualified really well. So we were in quite high hopes that Danny would do well because he was way up there after qualifying, but first run in, his back tyre blew up and we're based here about 15 minutes from the track, so he didn't have time to get anything sorted. It's a shame really, so that was his international slopestyle comp came quickly to an end with a puncture.
The course in practice was quite small, which was very disappointing. It was quite hard to link stuff up because how small the course was, which gave people, a lot of people a good advantage. The course itself wasn't the best, but we had to make do with what we had. I rode practice with the boys, but came off a big injury just under 8 weeks ago, so I opted out not to ride the event. The level in in open and pre-qualifying was pretty high. A lot of people were going off, a lot of people were doing a lot more tricks than in the main event, etc. But that's the way it goes.
Yeah, qualifying, went good. It was 2-run format, your best run counts, to take you through to the next round of the finals. I had a pretty solid first run. I just some, basic front flip, back flip variation, run going on there. Just something nice to get me through to the final, and then I could work on that in the final with some bigger tricks. Qualified through pretty alright, pretty high up. I was looking forward to the final, had some stuff planned, but it was fun. I never got on with the course the whole weekend. The jumps were a little bit too small for me, but it's no excuse because everyone's running the same jumps, but everyone's got the different preferences to what jumps like riding in, and I'm not used to riding jumps that small. But you try and adapt your tricks, try and speed them up, and do them a bit different to try and get them to work on the jumps. I had a run plan that I think could have worked in the jumps, but I come in a bit too fast. There was wind in the finals as well, so it was blowing, so I went a bit faster, and then the wind eased off as I took off, and on the first jump I landed a bit low, and the ground here is very hard, it's very gravelly and rocky, and I got a puncture, shredded my tyre on the ground, and there was only 12 of us in the final. I had no time to fix my bike for the next the next run, so you know my comp was over. But you know, you win some, you lose some. So yeah, the level was high. You know, everyone in the finals. You know, people who are in the finals. You know, they're all the good guys basically. That's why they're in the finals. But yeah, I think you know there was my run I planned. I think it was a good run, but you never know. There's you know, I didn't do it, and there's no, you know, guarantee I would have landed it because I said the jumps are small, and the type of tricks I like doing, I like doing bigger jumps, so it was difficult. But yeah, I think I'd have been up there if I'd got my run. But so last night we watched the Red Bull Winterburg line, which is the invite-only competition. The event we were riding, the ISX Soapstyle, whatever it's called, is the event that if you won that, then you got to go in and ride with the you know, the top guys in the world on the Red Bull Winterburg line. Yeah, the event was insane. You know, a lot of insane tricks went down. The riding level is very high there. But yeah, it was fun to watch, and drops a bit scary to get in, but I don't like drops too much. But the rest of the course was really fun to me, and I would like to have a shot at it. But you know, you got the opportunity, and you know, it didn't work out for me. Like I said, I got the puncher, and there's always next time. So we'll come back, and yeah, maybe next year.
Yeah, the slopestyle event was pretty amazing. The level of riding was really high. Always is with the European guys. Like year to year, it just steps up massively. You can never, you know, take them out of the game. They're always going to be there. There's so many sort of random guys that are such a high level these days. Yeah, Adam was riding really well. Yeah, and it's a shame that he's not back to, you know, riding 100% because I know he's got the potential to do really well. Yeah, Matt was really good. He's a young guy with another shed loads of, you know, potential, and he's got the big tricks. Just needs to, you know, if he can get the consistency and get it all together, then yeah, he's going to be a big contender. Yeah, I think Danny's massive, you know, massive burly tricks that no one else does. So you know, he's got that as well. Yeah, I think he'd have done really well. And his front flips are always going to be a massive crowd pleaser because like hardly no one's doing those, especially when he starts throwing a few tricks in as well. He's yeah, really impressive to watch.
Ganz oben zu platzieren. Und die meisten Fahrer haben jetzt die Teamvielfalt aus, aber vor allen Dingen die Sauberkeit.
It's a bit odd at the slopestyle. There was a lot of chat on the way over. They were going to do this and do that, and bit confused really why Adam didn't ride. I mean, he's been brought out here to ride, and you know, in my eyes, if he was injured, then you know he technically used it as a bit of a holiday. But you know, I thought he'd at least have a try and at least have a go. Do you know what I mean? He's entered, he paid to ride and just choose not to. But you know, he was on Google last night trying to get all the excuses off the internet that he can use. He's had his black book out as well, full of his normal excuses that he uses. So, but I don't know, just a bit odd really. I can't really understand. I don't know, he bottled it a little bit. I mean, all this like motherland stuff we've been hearing, you know, I don't know, I think it's just a bit of a front really. Matt's done really well. I mean, I wasn't sure how he was going to handle it being his first comp away, and you know, the jumps are not the best for him because, like, you know, without being silly, he rides bigger jumps. He's not used to riding small jumps, and you know, he was flat landing a lot of it, and he had to really learn about speed and how fast he needed to be. And the problem is, like with speed, and especially doing tricks that he was doing, you kind of need the speed to give you the time in the air. And you know, he did really well. Had a very mature head on himself, and you know, he really did like impress me. And I'm quite pleased that, you know, I did bring him out, and I think it's been definitely a worthwhile exercise for him to come out and just experience it really. Then hopefully he can take it back to the UK comps and be a bit more level-headed, and you know, he can just sort himself out quite a lot. But I mean, one of the big things I think for Matt was that he was asking so many top riders for like experience and what to do and what they do and how he should be doing it. And you know, for a kid who's like 17 years old who's technically on a bit of a holiday after he'd finished riding because his riding was over, but he was still like hanging around with the top riders and asking them questions and stuff. And it, you know, it's quite admirable really that he's actually done it off his own. I never told him to do it, he just did it off his own back. So you know, he's definitely a keen rider, and he's keen to make himself be in a better position for next time. So yeah, it's pretty impressed with Matt. Yeah, Dan did really well. He got into the finals as a slope style, and you know, it's one of them things you either go big or go home. And you know, he'd pulled a massive trick, and you know, it's the same again, small jumps, you know, over rotated it, carried quite a lot of speed into it, flat landed, blew his tyre. So I mean, the problem with that was because they were running so quick, there was just not enough time to get it repaired and get it back into the comp, because they were literally firing through the riders because they wanted to get it finished and stuff like that. So yeah, but apart from the cameraman blowing a wasp in my head, But yeah, no. Apart from that, yeah, he did really well. I mean, like Danny's just a unit, and he's been on Identity for a long, long time, and he's quite a lively character. Do you know what I mean? And he's a bit of a joker, but he's always done well for the brand, and he's represented the brand really well over the years. So he's definitely another asset, and especially like him riding with Matt as well. He can give a lot of experience to Matt, and and show him what he needs to do. So now it's definitely good. I mean, I think the low point for me was Adam. Really, I was expecting some good things from Adam, and he filled in the spot at the last minute because Pat Campbell Jenner broke his heel in Fort William last week, and he was quite keen to come out and then not ride. For me, is a bit, I don't know, can't really understand it really. It's there's so many other people out in the UK that would have given their left leg to come out here, and he's kind of like just, I don't know, chucked it away in my eyes. But that's only my opinion. But it's, you got to make yourself think a little bit. Yeah, no, the Bergline was crazy, man. I mean, I've seen some big stuff in my time, but that was just bonkers. There's something wrong with them. Like, I think they're all strapped up in some mental hospital this morning. They've been put back in the ward again. But no, it's just really impressive to ride. We had 2 riders in there. We had Sam Reynolds and Sam Pilgrim. So I was at work shooting them for catalogue shots and some of the sponsors that we worked them with. So I was quite busy. It's quite hard for me being away because I'm technically at work. So when a few of the guys want to like relax a little bit, I'm kind of like shooting. I mean, I was up yesterday morning, 8 in the morning. I was shooting pretty much all day. Shot over 60 gig of images for work, so which is pretty good. But no, I mean the Bergline was just crazy. I mean some of the stuff that was going on was just, wow, it's just another level, isn't it? And I think the thing that I'm quite keen to look at is what the level's going to be next year. I mean every year it's like, Jesus, can it get any bigger? And it does. And it's just like, how big is it going to get next year?
Kaffee au lait?
Yes, please. Yeah, you'll be able to shoot up.
Am I recording now?
No.
Thank you, chef.
Yeah.
Is it?
Obrigado means thank you in Portuguese.
In Germany.
What? And that is why I said thank you, chef. Dave.
Whatever.
I want a big dirty, greasy bacon, sausage and egg baguette right now. Other than a coffee and a muffin, like we've had every day. Can't wait to get back to Swansea for a proper motherland breakfast. The beast.
Did you find it hard shopping in W.H. Smith's with like you on the shelf?
It's quite funny. Yeah. It's good, yeah.
What, you stand in the W.H. Smith's going, hey mate, that's me there, mate.
I think the best cover, they never run anything exciting, do they? It's always like,
some of the dirt front covers have been immense.
yeah.
Like,
But I mean, it's...
and there's no how-to. They like, MBUK is just littered with words, whereas I love the dirt where it's just Dirt Magazine and then a sick photo.
But then it scares people off if you put a photo like that on MBUK, people won't buy it.
Why?
Because it doesn't appeal to the public, like, they can't relate to it. You know, your average 75% of mountain bikers are your Lycra cross-country helmets. If you got
John doing a super whip.
yeah, it doesn't. They're like, what the f*** is that?
Yo, dude, just gonna go ride some trails, man. Living him up, bro.
Now we've got to push up a hill.
What's that?
Some don't understand English.
Right. What's that, fella? Do a wheelie. Wheelie.
Wheelie?
Yeah, now.
Speed's the key.
I had to pull my brake. Oh! Oh! You don't want your leg going down there.
Oh!
Good gun.
Oh! You ran over the right?
Yeah, I'll brake.
Alright, okay, alright then.
Yeah. Go!
Well, we're just leaving the venue, as you can see. Dirt Masters journey. It's been a great trip with the Identity Icing crew. But now we're going to go and back to the ferry, back to the motherland.
Oh, the brakes the wrong way round.
Right.
I'll test this.
Festhalten bis zum
Which one of these is the front brake?
Yeah, sit.
Back brake.
Look at the cables. Look at the cables. That's front, that's back. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure it's just gravity. Gravity, and look, my grip doesn't even stay on the handlebar, but they can do.
How do I get that? No, sure. I was happy in that. Oh, these brakes are terrible.
Gut. Und jetzt festhalten. Der junge Mann fährt vor, wo
No idea what you're saying.
wo loslässt. Den Bügel oben. Blue Board.
No idea what you're saying. Yeah.
Lässt los und dann nach rechts.
Still no idea.
Auf die Backen und dann hier runter.
Yeah, no idea. Yeah. No idea what he just said.
Erster fährt der junge Mann, der kennt das schon. Hey! Mann, hier festhalten.
Yeah.
Jo, gut.
Hey!
Da hast du doch deinen Spaß heute. Wer kam auf die Idee, sowas hier anzuschaffen?
Mein Chef, der hat das mal mitgemacht.
Sonntagmittag mag ich nicht Tower.
Komm her, wir sind dran.
You are? It's fast, it's fun. I'm not touching the brakes this time down.
Oh God! Oh! I proper nearly came off course. I nearly died.
First start, I won by quite a bit. Second race, well, third thing. Second race, I'll probably win again. We'll see what happens.
Too much roots coming up.
You know, I was coming in hot there. You know, just so fast, just loving it, bro.
He's coming in! Victory! Victory!
Loving it. You know, left and third came in first. So we roll. Any more goals? Is that it?
Sick. Just watching Adam going. He goes up the back.
You almost talked. I just stopped you.
He went up the back.
Smithy came in, took me out, like fast. I was tilting himself, took me out and blinded me. I just stopped.
I nearly went up the inside of you.
That one didn't go too well for me. I got pushed at the start, and then Smithy blinded me. Everyone almost died. It was a bad. Yeah, me and him got stuck.
That bang, it's like a berm, and then it drops off, and Adam's just gone.
You almost toppled really bad.
My favourite bit, when he goes in the rut at the start, he just went.
Amazing, yeah, well fun. Yeah, it was good.
Was that Matt?
Oh, look at that! That's Dave the Rave, that is.
Dave, did you see me almost topple? Like 10 years ago.
Today was a good day. We're on the way back home, kind of. Did some mountain biking this morning, proper mountain bike. Chris Smith, the freeride legend, told us that we need to get up the hills, so we did. Then this afternoon we came to this amazing facility where we raced
Red Bull Bull Racer.
Bull racing.
Pretty ghetto setup,
which
but
is
the man's done a good job to send you down a hill in a dangerous fashion.
After having a couple of races and me smashing Chris Smith. Nah, he beat us.
Chris has been on the brave pills this morning, and
and just basically 2012 Bull Racer champion. Beat all these boys.
He found a line that worked.
Pretty much what's happened is, like, Chris's fake injury, he couldn't ride all weekend, but miraculously became better as he hits the downhill Red Bull, whatever you call this thing, the Bull Racer, and his arms miraculously healed. So
showed him what's about.
Any excuses for today?
Nah, none for today. But after the event took place, I found $10 in the puddle. So winner.
$10. Can't decide. A lot of meat.
Can't tell me. I have
a lot
no
of meat on the
ice
counter.
You know, we've got the double steakhouse, the double Whopper, the Big King extra large, and the extra long chili cheese. Hard decision, really.
We haven't been driving that long, so I'd say we're either in Germany or Belgium, probably.
We drove about 100 miles.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should we in Germany?
Well, we went were we in
like
Germany when we went bull racing?
We haven't gone that far.
No.
So
100
I think
miles. Been in the van like 5 hours. So
Czechoslovakia. I think if we've been on the road 3 hours since we're at Czechoslovakia.
We haven't been on the road an hour since Germany. We're still in Germany.
We're in Hungary.
I think we're on the border between Greece and Slovenia.
We're Constantinople.
No. Yeah. No, we're not. We're nowhere near the Pope. I'd smell him.
Who do you think you are? You're asking all around. Are you to be friends? Ah!
Enjoy the boat trip?
I think I slept most of it, but it was pretty rough out there at the sea. But yeah, the trip was good. It was fun. Nice to be back now. Get back on the bike, get some practice done, and get ready for the next comp now. So yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, Dave, the rest of the team, yeah, all great guys. You know, had a really fun trip. It's a lot of time, you know, to be spending with people 6 days in a row, sat in a van, you know, 12 hours at a time. But yeah, I think we all got on really well, and yeah, look forward to the next trip. I've travelled pretty much everywhere I've pretty much wanted to go. I've been as far as Australia riding my bike, all over Europe, you know, lots of different places in America, New York, Utah, just sort of, yeah, ticked every place off the book really. Sometimes, you know, we're not machines that ride bikes, we all make mistakes, and it might not necessarily even be our fault, you know, mechanical stuff, you know, you can get a gear slip in the wrong place like happened to rider this weekend, but you just put those things behind you really, and you've got to, you know, you can't win everything, you've got to be able to lose, you know, to be a good winner as well, you've got to take the losing and all the injuries and the stuff that goes with it as well. I don't know, like my family's always been like a family of sort of race, you know, my granddad used to race motorbikes, dad's sort of always competitive racing, you know, he's always in his bike and his car, he's always like a bit of an animal, so I suppose I just picked it up from there really.
Well, mountain biking started probably when I was 11, 12 years old. Life started, me and my twin brother pushed each other just in anything that felt dangerous or exciting. We'd like grow up jumping out of trees, skateboarding, riding scooters, anything really. And then we settled for BMX, which we enjoyed. Parents kindly bought us some race bikes for our birthday, and we did that for a couple of years when I was about 9. And then moved up to mountain bikes because we found a local spot which is, well, now world-renowned, Woburn Trails, which is, yeah, a really good place to have grown up, and it's been mountain bikes ever since really. Well, I like independent sports because I just feel like it's my own job to perform. Don't have to rely on teammates and they don't have to rely on me in terms of like playing as a team. Obviously having a team sponsoring you is awesome, you get a lot of support, but when you're actually competing it's down to yourself really to do well, and you can only let yourself down really. So since I started I've been messing around with pretty much every discipline of riding. I've tried 4-cross, downhill racing, dirt jumping, bit of BMX here and there, and up to now it's mainly been racing, so I've had national wins in that and done quite well in downhill racing as well, riding nationals, but now I've decided to focus on the dirt jumping, which it appeals to me more, I enjoy it, I feel I'm a bit better at it. So, well, a lot of people have to travel quite far to ride. I'm quite lucky, having Woburn nearby, I can ride there at weekends when I'm not at school and potentially after school in the summer and things like that, so that's really useful. And for training for dirt jumping, most of it's just riding your bike. You can get away with not really being in the gym. If you're fit and healthy, then it's just having the skills on the bike really. And then if you're pushing towards world level, you build yourself up a bit. That's injury prevention and just being strong enough to muscle through the larger jumps. But the training's quite full on because you're training in the realistic environment. You're doing your big tricks, but yeah, but it's a good lifestyle, I think. I don't really know any different really. I love it because most of my friends are in the riding community of all ages. It's such a good place to be because anyone from any age can just get on a bike and you feel like you can support each other or have a good time. School still goes ahead. I mean, I'm coming up to my final exams now next month, so I nearly finished with that, and then I'm going to focus on riding. But I've still get along with people at school and outside of school. We're just juggling it all together. Seems to be working okay, just about.
Started riding bikes, well, I've been riding bikes all my life, really. I mean, you know, just always loved something with an adrenaline rush. I probably got into riding BMX when I was about 11. Rode mountain bike BMX on and off, and then started riding mountain bike and competing in 2009. I just love the adrenaline rush. I've always been some sort of an adrenaline junkie. You know, I've got to do something wild and crazy to get my buzz. And I don't know, I just love the adrenaline and the scene. I mean, everyone in mountain biking is just like one big happy family. Career's gone good. I mean, injuries do put some kind of stop to that, but it's expected. I mean, you know, it happens in any day of, you know, type of sport. But yeah, it's good. I do a lot of training. I mean, I just come off a big serious injury with my foot, and for 4 weeks, a month solid, I was just in the gym on the road bike, just trying to build the strength back up, and I'm still not 100%. So it does involve a lot of commitment and training, but I mean, you've got to do it. I was out in America training before the beginning of the season, and it was just a silly little thing that went wrong. Ended up breaking 3 bones in my foot. So it happens, but you've got to take the good with the bad. I mean, at the end of the day, the social life is riding. All my buddies are riders, all my friends are riders, everyone I know is involved with riding, so it's great. I mean, the only thing is you're away, which makes it better. Get to see the world. Yeah, Dave and the boys, it was a really good trip. I had a good laugh. I mean, I know Dave well, but I didn't know him very well until after the trip, but he's a great guy, you know, it's good to have him on board. Freeride legend Chris Smith, always a pleasure meeting up with him. Danny Pace, you know, he's my bro from home, so, you know, we always get on well. And Matt Jones, I didn't know that well until the trip also, but he's a nice kid and I think he's got a bright future. My dream is just to ride and be healthy. I mean, if I can ride when I'm 50 and 60 and I can still shred, and yeah, that's all I want. I mean, it's great winning comps and doing well and doing all this stuff, but at the end of the day, if I'm on my bike, I'm having fun and a smile on my face.
So I have motocross, like racing and stuff, and like I kind of like the jumping side of things more. So I started doing freestyle motocross, and like obviously it's more dangerous than motorbike, so I got a BMX to learn the basics of the tricks first, like just getting your arms and feet off for my motorbike. And then I started, like, I wouldn't say having more fun on my BMX, but it was cheaper fun. It was equally as fun and a lot cheaper than riding motocross. And then I was riding motocross, my BMX well, I say it was my local skate park. It was a skate park not far from my house. It's a driveway, but it was the closest one in Newport. And a guy who owned a mountain bike company said to me how would I feel about riding a mountain bike for him. And that was about 3 years ago maybe. So I've been riding BMX I haven't been riding mountain bike that long, I rode BMX mainly. So maybe mountain bike like 3, maybe 4 years I've been riding it. It's fun, you know, the achievement of like when you spend a lot of time learning a trick and when you land it, it's good. And you know, a lot of the tricks you do feel nice. It's nice, but I like the feeling of being up in the air and you know, when you're riding smooth through a set of trails, it's like you're just pumping around, hitting berms and jumps, and you know, it's just fun, it's fast, it's like adrenaline. You know, I've got to travel a lot with it, you know, to different competitions across Europe and whatnot, and you know, there's a lot of competitions in the UK. I had a bit of a setback 2 years ago. I broke my leg pretty badly, and I just only recently sort of got back on track from that injury, because obviously not only was I not riding, but everything else the progression was gone, so I just like sort of been working my way back to the level, and still on the way there. I'm pretty much not far off now, just trying to get back to like where I was before I broke my leg. And the good thing about what we do, you know, freestyle mountain biking, you know, slopestyle dirt jumping, you know, it's not as like a religious training regime as racing. Do you know what I mean? It's not as much fitness as it is. You know, if you want to be good, you got to put the time in, but there's no specific diet or anything like that. It is freestyle, you know. Just being on the bike gives you the fitness you need. I personally train additionally. I like working out and you know, keeping fit, you know, but you don't have to do that. Like a lot of the kids are just, you know, skinny kids, you know. You don't need, you know, it's more about technique than strength and power, I think. We all share an interest in the same thing, riding bikes, so you know, you've got something in common, so it's, you know, it's pretty hard not to get on with someone who you know, share a common interest with. And you know, like Dave's a good laugh, you got a little bit stressed at times, but you're going out with a load of dirt jumpers in the vehicle. But no, on whole it was good, you know. Dave took good care of us, did a good job of it, you know. It was fun. I'd like to do the trip again. You know, Chris Smith has been the face of MV UK magazine, you know, three-year legend for years. It's not so thing for me because I was BMX first, but you know, for someone like Adam who's on the trip, he's looked up to Chris all his life. So he got to share like a hotel room last night, and that was like a big deal for Adam. He really enjoyed that. You know, but yeah, Chris is a great guy as well. I like Chris, he's fun.
You know, you're gonna get injured. If you're not trying, you're not gonna, you know, if you don't try, you're not gonna get hurt. You just got to understand that that's the risks. And you know, like Chris had a silly accident. That's all it was, you know. 9 times out of 10 he would have got up, laughed about it, walked off, but you know, this time it wasn't. Same with Danny. Kid got in the way. Danny front flipped over the top of him. Probably looked impressive for the crowd, but he landed flat on his back on concrete. So that's kind of like, he was out a little bit, but even though he still rode, it's just, you can't get angry with them. It's just the job. It's just one of them things. They fall off, they fall off.